you got Rigg'd here with a quick pickups video. I got this huge package from Muramasa. He's the one who's doing those custom boards, so you don't have to do any rewiring or anything like that. And he had a few more boards to test out. I've had questions from the previous video of the Muramasa boards where you don't have to rewire, just pop the EEPROMs where they're supposed to go and everything's taken care of. Soon is the answer. He's going to have those very, very soon. There is a link in the description below on where they will be available, so just keep on checking out that website, and he'll take care of you. I'm going to open up this box. First of all, first things first, I have to show you a couple of things I bought for my wife, just so I'm not a huge jerk and I buy stuff for myself all the time. To show there's no favoritism, I buy stuff for my wife, including these light-up unicorn slippers. The cheeks glow through the prism of colors. It was a, yeah. Alright, it goes out. When you walk, it turns back on. Alright, so, and when you thought those were ridiculous, just when you thought those were the most ridiculous, that's right, platform, hologram style, Lisa Frank. On the inside, there's like purple glitter. There's like a sandpaper texture. These are actually very well built, I'll be honest with you. The website is Feeling Vague Vintage. If you search for Feeling Vague Vintage on Facebook or on Etsy, it's somebody who makes stuff like this and a whole lot of stuff like this. I was like, wow, this is perfectly ridiculous. Nice traction there. I don't know, so. Those are cool. All right. On to my stuff now. All right, I ordered a few boards to test out, and he said I'm going to throw in a few extra things too. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. I wish I could move the camera around, but just take my word for it that it's all going to be in this box. All right, we have. I'll show you a quick little sneak preview here. I see a couple things in there, a couple of add-ons. All right. First, we have a fat sack of capacitors. I'm gonna need these to pop in the boards. All right, we have a red cart. This is a the quality looks all right. It's not an infinite NES Lives board or a cart. Well, it kind of feels like it, but no, it feels like something different. This will go into something very cool in the near future. Always have use for one of these. I mean, the other boards, RetroScribe has the transparent red ones, but I don't have a solid red one, so that'll come in handy. This one, I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. In fact, I'll do it right now, if I can find. Wasn't planning on doing this so soon, but you know what? Since it's already here, yellow cart can only belong to one thing. I have this from AliExpress. I already popped it back. I knew the yellow cart was going to be in here, so if I take this board out, if you're curious on what, you get that sometimes. It's like, hey, I want to make one of these for myself. How do I do it? It's like, well, you can't just make the repro. If you look at the board, it's like its own customary, non-reproable. It's almost like a flash board in a way. So, however, put that in there. Does it fit? Fits great. Very cool. Battery's already in place. Oh, try not to drop everything. Kind of, there's all like labels. Pre-printed, pre-cut labels. Let's see here. Ah! Don't mind me. Awesome. What do you think? Ta-da! Pokemon Yellow. And it plays just like the Game Boy version. But I wanted to make this. This label's not bad. It works. And the cart works too. But I wanted to make my own unique thing, so awesome. All right, back. Ooh, don't slide off. Don't slide off. All right, what else we got in here? We have a whole lot of in-ROM boards. He's still making these in-ROM boards. These are great quality. Look at these. Muramasa. Pretty cool, all shiny. The CIC goes there. It's an 8-pin CIC capacitor there. You do a horizontal or a vertical. Pop the EEPROMs in there. And I grabbed a few, because he had a few. So I grabbed a few. And not only that, he also included the CIC chips, which you'll need to get it to boot in like a toaster model. And this is pretty cool. He even included... Please use this board responsibly. See that? Thanks, dude. I didn't ask for these EEPROMs, but he included some EEPROMs, and he included a couple of boards. Not this video, but a future video in the very near future. It'll be your chance to win one of two, kind of a do-it-yourself, a DIY repro. If you don't have the programmer, if you don't have the desoldering iron, if you just want to test these out, I'm going to give you the parts, and I'm going to pre-program a game on here. So when you get the things, it's like putting together a model. You just pop them in place, solder them in place. You have to do your own solder, and you'll have to use your own Nintendo shell, whatever you happen to use there. But I'll give you everything else, and you'll be able to make your own repro. So that's going to be a future giveaway here very, very soon. He also included... This is... Oh, dude! One, two, a few. He told me he was working on these. These are for Super Nintendo games. These are for like, this is the low ROM for a 27C080. This is for the 1 meg Super Nintendo ROMs. I did a Super Nintendo repro video earlier. This is so you don't have to do any rewiring. So if you want to make the Fireman, if you want to make Pop and Twin, there's a bunch of great games you can make. Umahara Kawase, which is a great game too. Ghost Hunter Mikami, I think, is another one. Some great games can use this, and this is this is awesome. Looking forward to testing these out too. So awesome, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Couple more things left. I get asked about this a lot. These are called socket boards. Instead of popping in the EEPROMs, if you pop in one of these, then you can pop in and out EEPROMs all the time. I'll do a video on how to use these coming up too. But this is great for testing games. Or what I use it for is I just want to play the game, but I don't want to make the whole repro, so I just pop it on there, play through it, pop the EEPROMs out, erase the game, pop something else in there to... like I don't have Little Samson. If I just want to play Little Samson on a Nintendo, I'll pop it on there, play the game, pop it out. Along with a Super Nintendo black cartridge. This is pretty cool. This is a snap case, probably. It has screws, but that's more for show than anything. I think it kind of snaps into place. And finally... Oh, dude. Recognize that? That's a, see if you have... that's not one. I don't have it over here. Well, let's just say this was. This is for, if you have a Famicom game. If you have a Famicom game, but you want to play it on a US system. Well, obviously, the Famicom game won't fit in a US system. You need to put it through a converter. This is the built-in converter. And he does, at times, have the parts for these to sell. And he included one, dude. I really appreciate this. There's actually a Famicom game I really want to make. But it's as easy as you pop it in there, as if this was a Famicom game. It's not. Then that goes in there, like such. And then you basically pop, you know... Again, this is not the case right here, but then you basically pop the whole thing in there, put the whole thing in there and put the card in. So it's like, you know, the Famicom game goes through the US converter. Pop it in there. That is very cool. I thank you, dude. I was asking about one of these a while back because I need one for a project I'm working on. So that's what's in the box. Appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think. And again, very soon, these are all in ROM boards too. He'll have other boards like the SK ROM, the SL ROM, the TL ROM that don't require rewiring. These are just handy to have. You don't have to destroy old games. You don't have to look around and peel the labels off of things. You just grab one of these and don't have to unsolder anything. Pop the games right in there. The solder pads on these things are beautiful. So easy to solder. Looking forward to using some of these, and very soon it'll be your chance to win one of two. I'm going to do 2 giveaways in the same video. Not this video, but later on 2 that you can win for yourself. So you can put it together yourself, and you'll have, like, hey, you made your own repro, but I'll program the game on there and everything too. So thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. We'll see you.